I remember the first time I saw Roger. You could tell by the shoes and the socks and the shirt, the outfit, the whole package, that this was a brand new thing for him. When he showed up, he had this big, huge grin that you could tell was trying to hide something. He walked out on the court, and we didn't know what to expect. My name is Justin Lookadoo, and I'm your pickleball pastor. If this is your first time joining us here at the Pickleball Church, hit the subscribe button and join us in the movement to share the love of pickleball and Jesus. Now, let's do this. Man, we got to know Roger as we started playing and talking and getting to know some of his stories. And Roger told us that there had been several things happen to him in his life, and things had kind of gone sideways, and he wanted something different, wanted something more. He had heard about pickleball, but really didn't know much about it, never really understood it. So he watched some videos, and he decided that he was going to try it. Man, he was scared. His wife made fun of him because he had never done anything athletic in his life. He said he was just a computer geek. He said he didn't even own any exercise clothes, which that kind of explained his outfit. He also told us that he bought a paddle several weeks before that. And he had come up to the court 6 different times and sat in his car. And he just sat there just watching the players. And he couldn't let go of the steering wheel because he said they all looked like they had it all together. They knew what they were doing. They were laughing. They had this connection that he didn't have. And he knew that he was horrible. And he felt like that he had to be good at playing pickleball before he could get out of the car to go play pickleball. But he also knew that the only way he could get good at playing pickleball was to get out of the car and go play. So he was just stuck. He was frozen in this fear. He knew he wanted to get better and be invited and be involved, but he didn't feel like he had what it took to even start. Then he just felt lost. I was able to ask Roger, so what was the difference today? He said that he finally decided that today he was going to get out on the court. He told himself that today he was going to get out for 10 minutes. As soon as he got out there for 10 minutes, he could turn around and leave and never have to do it again. He told us about his whole day, how the anxiety in his stomach was upset, and just how scared he was. And he was talking to himself the whole way he got to the court. And finally, he got out, and he got out with the expectation to stay 10 minutes and then just turn around and leave. We just had a great time. We played, we laughed, we talked, and when Roger left, I figured we'd never see Roger again. Surprise, surprise! 2 days later, who shows up? Here comes Roger. Now, when he shows up, his outfit really hadn't changed much. But the look on his face had changed. Man, he had this genuine smile on his face. He was just waving at people as he walked in. And he could just hear people saying, "Hey, Raj, come on, get out here, let's play." And he had this pep in his step. He had this excitement going on because now he felt like he was involved. He was a part of it. He didn't have a clue how to play. But he finally got to where he was on the court. And you know what? I play with Roger a lot now. He's a good player. He stuck with it. He learned. He watched videos. He listened to other people. Man, he asked questions. Now he gets out there with confidence and he'll play with anybody. And it's fun. And what is great about Roger is now Roger, the guy who was scared to get out of his car, is the guy who will run to new people. He sees a new person, he runs over there and he's like, "Man, hey, what's your name? What's got you playing? Come on and play with us." He is the one who welcomes everybody simply because he chose to get out of the car. Roger's whole story reminds me of a lot of people with their relationship with Jesus. Hey, I don't know where you are in your relationship. Maybe you've had something strong and you've just kind of drifted out of it. Or maybe you've just kind of heard about Jesus. You're intrigued, kind of like Roger with pickleball. You're intrigued, you want to know more. Maybe something in your life has happened where you want more out of your life. You want something different, but you're scared. I mean, you feel like that you see these Christians, you see these people in the church, you see this stuff, and you feel like that you have to get your life right before you can start following Jesus. Man, you can't pray like they can. You can't study the Bible like they can. You can't talk like they can. And you're frozen because you think you have to be perfect before you can have a faith with Jesus. Man, pickleball is just like Jesus. Man, everybody is welcome. You're welcome. You do not have to be great before you start following Jesus. In the Bible, in the book of Joel, it says, all that call on the name of the Lord will be saved. That means everybody. You could be on top of your game or the worst ever. Your life could be great or it could be in the dumps. You can know what you're doing or you might not have a clue. All who call on the name of the Lord will be saved. That should be great news because Jesus wants that relationship with you. I don't know where you're at in your faith. Maybe you've never really trusted Jesus with your life. Maybe you've never really trusted God with your hopes and your futures and your dreams. And if you feel something inside of you where you feel like, yeah, that's me, I invite you to step out of the shadows and into that acceptance that Jesus is offering. If that's you, I just want you to say this simple prayer. Lord, I give you my life. That's it. Lord, I give you my life. And you know what? That simple prayer, that is not the end. That's the beginning. Roger, he got out of the car. That was the beginning. That was the choice he had to make so he could live this life he wanted to live, playing pickleball. You know what? You saying that prayer, that is not the end. That's the beginning. That's making the choice so that you can step into this life that God has planned for you. And if you said that simple prayer, I invite you to take a big step of courage. Down in the comments, I'm going to tell you how to get a hold of us. And I want you to connect with us and tell us that you did that for the first time. That you want to follow Jesus. Because we want to be able to connect with you and to be able to pray with you through this. And just like with Roger on this journey of pickleball, we want to be able to join you on this journey of your life. And if you're watching this and there's something stirring inside of you that you need prayer, you just wish somebody was praying for you, then at that same place down there, let us know how you want us to pray for you. Because as a pickleball church, we're in this together. Until next time, keep sharing the love of pickleball and Jesus.